11:53. I'm going to recap a few studies from earlier because the focus was off and we're not getting very good views. This should be NGC1 popping up here, and there it is. Let me push it up and give you the data on it. NGC1 is a galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 12.9, 1.7 by 1.2 arc-minute spiral with a lowercase b, 202 million light years distant. We're at right ascension 7 minutes 15 seconds, plus 27 degrees 42 minutes and 30 seconds, the first entry in the new general catalog, given its right ascension very close to the 0 hour. Our next drop study at 150x was NGC2. NGC2 is a galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 14.2, 1 by 0.6 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase ab, 337 million light years distant, right ascension 7 minutes 17 seconds, plus 27 degrees 40 minutes and 40 seconds. Not much to see here. Here we have NGC3. It looks like a nice, well-aspected galaxy. It's in Pisces, magnitude 13.3, 1.1 by 0.6 arc minutes, a lenticular spiral. 174 million light years distant, gives it a size of about 60 to 70,000 light years in diameter. We're at right ascension 7 minutes 16 seconds with a declination of plus 8 degrees, 18 minutes and 5 seconds. Okay, NGC4 is supposed to be one of the faintest galaxies in the NGC catalog. It's in Pisces, magnitude 16, probably something more like 15. Lenticular spiral. 15 visual, 226 million light years distant with a right ascension in 7 minutes 24 seconds and a declination of 8 degrees 22 minutes and 24 seconds. It might be this little baby right here. We've seen this edge on before. We'll have to look at Steve Gottlieb's notes in order to make sure that this is in fact NGC4. NGC5 is a galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 13.3. It looks like it has a smaller neighbor. Elliptical 1.2 by 0.7 arc minutes. I'm going to push this baby up to 240x, which fully uses all the resolution of the 6-inch scope. 227 million light years distance, so probably about 65 to 70,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 7 minutes 48 seconds with a declination of plus 35 degrees 21 minutes 44 seconds. Okay, I skipped over NGC6 because it was also NGC20, which I did capture later in the evening. This is a recap of ones that did not turn out very well because of poor focus as the lens was cooling. NGC9 is a galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 13.6, 1.1 by 0.7 arc minute, spiral with a bar and some peculiarities. Let's push it up to 240x and center it in the field. 202 million light years distant with a right ascension of 8 minutes 54 seconds and a declination of plus 23 degrees 49 minutes and 3 seconds. Here we have NGC11, galaxy in Andromeda. Let's push it up. First 150x, nice little slice of light. 1.5 by 0.3 arc minute, 13.7 magnitude, but spiral with a lowercase a, so it should be looking a little brighter in the center, I think. 195 million light years distant puts it at about let's see, 1.5, about 70,000 light years in diameter. I think it'll take a little more magnification. We're at right ascension, 8 minutes 42 seconds. Ooh, that looks so much better. Declination of plus 37 degrees, 26 minutes 53 seconds. Wow, I'm going to push it all the way up to 300x and we'll leave it at that. Okay, no view of NGC12 on the second pass either. I am not going to give you the data on it. Maybe I'll display it on the screen. Here we have NGC13. Let's pump it up a little bit. Take it up to our 240x galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 13.2, Nice. Ooh, that can't. Oh, yeah, there are extensions on that. Look at that. Wow, 2.3 by zero point 0.6 arc minute uh, spiral with a lowercase ab, 220 million light years distant. That's surprising. Remember, this is a 5-second exposure. At right ascension, 8 minutes 47 seconds with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 25 minutes 59 seconds. What a nice surprise that is. Let's go ahead all the way up to 100% E-zone and pick this baby out. This one would probably warrant spending 30 seconds on, but I really do not have the time for that this evening. We have a pretty nice view of NGC14 right now. Push it all the way up to our 240x, fully using all the resolution of the scope if under perfect sequence conditions. NGC14 is a galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 12.1, 2.8 by 2.1 arc minute, football shaped. It's an irregular galaxy with peculiarities, 39 million light years distant, not much more than 35,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension, 8 minutes 46 seconds with a declination of plus 15 degrees, 48 minutes 56 seconds. Here we have NGC 15 at 150x with a neighbor. This is a magnitude 13.8, 1 by 1.6 arc minute spiral with a lowercase a, 286 million light years distant, puts it about 75,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension, 9 minutes 2 seconds with a declination of plus 21 degrees, 37 minutes 27 seconds. We'll run it up just a wee bit more, catch both of them in the field of view, and then pause recording. Here we have NGC 16, very brilliant right there. I think I already caught a good view of this one. I'm going to push it all the way up to 250, 300x. Galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 12, 1.8 by 1 arc minute. It is considered an elliptical 3. Well, it looks more edge on to me. A 3 should look more football shaped. 140 million light years distant, right ascension 9 minutes 4 seconds with a declination of plus 27 degrees 43 minutes and 46 seconds. And there's our view. While we're looking at this one in the scopes navigating, NGC 17 has already been captured as NGC 36, I do believe. No, NGC 17 was also NGC 34. But I'll give us a quick view. It's way down south in Cetus. We can get a sense of whether the sky has improved at all. So let me run it for a second. Yeah, not bad though. Look at that. Wow. This is NGC 17's at minus 12 degrees 6 minutes. So not a bad view down there. There's a couple of galaxies in the field. Okay, here we have our last recapped galaxy over here, NGC 19. I may have already gotten a good image of it. Remember, I'm repeating a bunch of imaging that I had done earlier, but the focus was way off because even though I said it, the lens was apparently in some kind of temperature distress. NGC 19 is a galaxy in Andromeda, 14.1 magnitude, 1.1 by 0.6 arc minutes. It is supposed to be a spiral with a bar, lowercase bc, with a ring. Let's see if we can push it up, get any sense of that annularity around NGC 19. We're at right ascension 10 minutes 40 seconds with a declination of plus 32 degrees, 58 minutes 58 seconds. Yeah, as usual, I had to skip out at a few studies. Boy, am I liking the way the histogram's set up now, as well as the focus. This, our view, is NGC 19. I'm going to push it up to 150. Galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 14.1, 1.1 by 0.6 arc minutes. Spiral with a bar in lowercase bc, and it has a ring around it. 223 million light years distant. We're at right ascension 10 minutes 40 seconds with a declination of plus 32 degrees, 58 minutes 58 seconds. Let's take this baby up to our 240x, and there is our view. I could play a little bit with the histogram, darkening the field, gives us a sense of that annularity. Because our initial focus was so far off, NGC6 also turned out to be NGC20, Galaxy and Andromeda. Magnitude 13, 1.7 by 1.6 face-on lenticular spiral, 222 million light years distant, right ascension 9 minutes, 32 seconds, with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 18 minutes and 31 seconds. Boy, I sure am glad the lens is stabilized now. We are getting some decent views of these galaxies with the focus falling in as nicely as it is. Okay, not too far from NGC20 was NGC21. It's also NGC29. I shouldn't have to duplicate that one. Magnitude 12.7, 1.5 by 0.7, obliquely presented, spiral with a bar and a lowercase bc. 215 million light years distant, makes it about as large as our Milky Way, maybe 90,000 light years in diameter. We are at right ascension, 10 minutes, 46 seconds, with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 21 minutes, 8 seconds. We're starting to get the kind of views I expect in a 5-second exposure. Probably the sky is clearer as well as the focus has been refined. Here we have a rather vague NGC22 at 60X. It's a galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 13.6, 1.7 by 1.3 arc minutes, spiral with a bar, 371 million light years distant, puts this at about 180,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 9 minutes 48 seconds, plus 27 degrees 49 minutes 54 seconds. Let's get that 240x view, and there it is in the middle of the field, and the stars are looking pretty sharp. Here we're seeing, I do believe this, what a brilliant core. It's NGC23, a galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 12, 2.5 by 1.6 arc minutes, spiral with bar and lowercase a. So they do have fairly intense cores once removed from lenticular. 206 million light years distant, puts it about 180,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 9 minutes 53 seconds, with a declination of plus 25 degrees 55 minutes 26 seconds. I think this one will bear our 240x magnification. You can see extensions along here and a bright neighboring star. Well, let's quickly do this one. We're deep south of NGC24, galaxy in SCL, magnitude 11.6, large, 6.1 by 1.4 arc minutes. Be nice to see, but it's a lowercase c, which means it doesn't have a very bright core. 26 million light years distant, 9 minutes 56 seconds, with a declination of minus 24 degrees, 57 minutes 51 seconds. Don't think magnification is going to bring anything out. Okay, here we should be seeing, and we are, NGC26, a galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 12.7, 2.1 by 1.4 arc minute, obliquely presented spiral with a lowercase ab, and it has a ring, a annulus. I'm going to push it up so we can see if we can turn it up at 240x. You get a sense of the annulus there. Right ascension 10 minutes 25 seconds, with a declination of plus 25 degrees 49 minutes 55 seconds. A couple of degrees distant from NGC26 is NGC27, which I forgot to dial in, so I got to get the data. Anyway, have a look. NGC27 should come up pretty quickly, and I believe it's sitting right there. 60x view, let's pump it up. Let's go to, we're getting pretty good views at 240x, and there it is. Galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 13.4, 1.2 by 0.5 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase b. 317 million light years distant, puts it about 100,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 10 minutes 32 seconds, with a declination of plus 28 degrees 59 minutes 47 seconds. Okay, skipping over a few bogus NGC entries. We're now at NGC34, galaxy in Cetus. Fairly bright. Oh, this is also NGC17, so we're duplicating that one from earlier, magnitude 13.8, with much better focus. 2.1 by 0.8 arc minute spiral. That's it, S. 241 million light years distance, larger than Messier 31, maybe 160,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 11 minutes 6 seconds with a declination of minus 12:06:26. Not a bad view. Not too far from our previous galaxy is NGC 35. They may both be, in fact, in the field. Pushing the magnification, yes, this is probably the one. Magnitude 14, smallest for magnitude 14, 0.7 by 0.5 arc-minute, spiral with a lowercase b, 266 million light years distant. Right ascension 11 minutes 10 seconds with a declination of minus 12 degrees 1 minute 14 seconds. Our next study, NGC 36, seems to be nowhere on the field. There's not many stars either. Maybe there's a cloud. Galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 13.1, 2.2 by 1.4 arc-minute, spiral with a bar and lowercase b. So it's only got 2 spiral arms, and it's twice removed from lenticular, 272 million light years distant. Right ascension 11 minutes 22 seconds with a declination of plus 6 degrees 23 minutes and 20 seconds. The stars look bright anyway, or tight, and the galaxy is nowhere to be seen. Okay, let's start with a view at lower magnification, 60x. For NGC 39, Galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 13.5, almost idyllic 1.1 by 1 arc-minute. We're going to push it up to 150x, spiral with a lowercase c, thrice removed from lenticular, so not a particularly bright core, 216 million light years distant. We're at 12 minutes 18 seconds right ascension with a declination of plus 31 degrees and 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's try pushing this one up to our preferred magnification. There's a faint galaxy there, and possibly a 13th magnitude galaxy right there. Okay, we're now on to NGC 41. Had to skip over a planetary too far north in Cepheus. Galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 13.6, 0.8 by 0.5 arc-minutes. It's a class lowercase c spiral, 264 million light years distant. Right ascension 12 minutes 48 seconds with a declination of plus 22 degrees 1 minute 24 seconds. You can see it right there in the middle of the 150x field. Not far from NGC 41 was NGC 42. See if you can pick them both out, possibly on the screen. Look for star configurations. Let's push it up to 150x. Faint galaxy there, a brighter one there. This one's magnitude 13.8, 1.1 by 0.6 arc-minutes. Lenticular, 271 million light years distant, so it'd have a bright core. This is probably it, because it's got the right aspect ratio. Right ascension 12 minutes 56 seconds with a declination of plus 22 degrees 6 minutes. Here's a higher power view of both those galaxies. I brought it out quite a bit. Once again, NGC 41 probably, and 42. Here we have NGC 43, a galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 12.6. 1.6 by 1.5 arc-minutes, not a particularly bright view. We may have a cloud passing. Spiral with a bar, lenticular class. 218 million light years distant, probably about 100,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension is 13 minutes even, with a declination of plus 30 degrees, 54 minutes, and 54 seconds. Not much to see here. We're deep south. We're looking for NGC 45, a galaxy in Cetus. Be a nice one to see. Magnitude 10.6, 7.6 by 5.4 arc-minutes, spiral with a bar, but it's distorted. So it's got some things going on in it. Push the magnification up a few steps. Right ascension 14 minutes 3 seconds with a declination of minus 23 degrees 10 minutes 52 seconds. Too bad. Too far south, but faintly visible right there. Nice views here with 3 galaxies pretty much queued up for us. NGC 47 is a galaxy in Cetus. However, it's further north. It's also known as NGC 58, magnitude 13.8, 2.3 by 2.1 arc-minute, spiral with a bar, lowercase bc, 255 million light years distant. Makes this one larger than, let's say, 31, maybe 180,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 14 minutes 30 seconds with a declination of -7 degrees 10 minutes and 4 seconds. Going out on Messier 31, our grand co-regent galaxy of the local group, which extends about 20,000 light years in space. Certainly no more than 10,000 in every direction from our own Milky Way. We're getting all kinds of texture in the dark lane. We're seeing a second lane here, plus aspects of a lane on the far side of the galaxy. This should be the east, this should be the north, this should be the west, and this should be the south. And with all that, I am going to say Carpe Noctem for the NGC1-49 group using the ZWO imager, not the Rev2. It'll be interesting to compare them. I think it was last October that I was able to do the Rev2 imaging. With that, I'm going to say Carpe Noctem.